So we are exactly 1 month away from the official release of Mega Evolution, and now that prices have skyrocketed and have remained stable here, I wanted to talk about this set once again. And should Pokemon investors really be buying at these prices? I'm gonna remind you guys some things with this set to think about. But before I talk about, should investors really be buying this, let's just do an overview of the prices of these products, and I'll show you guys you can actually buy it for a bit cheaper some other places. So first, let's take a look at the enhanced booster box. Now, you guys have to remember, Mega Evolution is introducing the enhanced feature. Destin Rivals, I was sort of surprised didn't feature an enhanced feature, but apparently Mega Evolution, they have an enhanced box, and they also have a normal box, just like Journey Together. However, seemingly it is a bit different with Mega Evolution with the normal booster box. Apparently, the regular booster box is not only going to be in pre-release kits. Apparently, they're printing it also separately, so there may be more supply of Mega Evolution normal booster boxes than Journey Together, but we shall see exactly what happens, because it seems like a lot of people just don't really know what's going on right now. So there is some confusion with what boxes are going to be enhanced, how much is going to be enhanced, how much is going to be regular. Nobody really knows. And I'll show you guys sort of, the games it seems like some people are playing, buying the normal enhanced or normal box versus the enhanced box. But you can see the enhanced box, which has the Bulbasaur promo. Right now, it is going for about $300. And yeah, pretty crazy to see. And as you can see, as prices climb from $250 to $300 pretty much overnight in just one day, sales volume has dramatically decreased. This is not a surprise. I mean, if they were selling 100 plus, sometimes even 200 boxes a day at 250, when prices go to 300, it's not going to still be selling at the same levels. But still, guys, at $300, still 40 to 50 boxes are being sold every single day, which still is a pretty high amount for the price point of $300 for the set. But people are paying the prices of right now what they're currently at, even though it is very high. It's even higher than Destin Rivals was at. People are buying them, and the fact that even 40 to 50 boxes are selling at this price point shows it is very possible that these prices may not go much further down before being released. So it's seemingly pretty strong at $300, which is kind of crazy to say. Now, you can buy cases, which on eBay, there really are no cases listed, but there are some listed on TCG Player, and you actually buying in case quantity, you're actually saving money because, like I said, enhanced boxes individually are selling for $300, and a case is selling for under $1,800, which would be $300 a box. So if you actually do the math, 1740 divided by 6, you're paying $290 per box, so you're saving a little bit of money, but you are getting a case, so you are getting a discount. So if you want to buy a case, you can buy a case on TCG Player. You are actually getting a little bit of a discount, but we'll show you guys you can actually buy them for a bit cheaper on eBay. Now, moving on to the normal booster box. The normal booster box, this is what I was saying the game seemingly people are playing. And this is probably more for Pokemon investors. Maybe some people are ignorant to the fact there is a difference between the enhanced box and the regular box. Maybe some regular collectors don't know about it. But you can see the regular booster box is actually a little bit more than the enhanced one. You can see it's at $323. This is at $298. So it's going for a little bit more than what, $20, like maybe $25 more than the enhanced box. So it's kind of interesting to see there's already a difference in pricing. Now, it is also interesting to mention for Journey Together, which is the other enhanced set. The enhanced booster box is actually also still cheaper than the normal booster box. But a big reason I believe that is the case is because there actually were so many less Journeys Together regular booster boxes because they were only in pre-release kits. But like I had mentioned earlier in this video, seemingly for Mega Evolution, the normal booster boxes are also being printed separately, not just in pre-release kits. So that could add more supply to the market, which maybe the premium isn't going to be as much, but $25 isn't a crazy premium. But there seemingly is already a start to that premium happening, and people are maybe betting on the fact that possibly the normal booster boxes are going to be less of them. But honestly, nobody even knows anything what's going on. But seemingly people are already placing bets on that because with the information that's out there right now, really there's no huge confirmation anywhere where is Pokemon printing the enhanced box more or are they printing the normal box more. If I had to take a wild guess just based on Journeys Together, I think they're printing more enhanced boxes. That's just my guess. It's like, why wouldn't they? I don't see why they'd print the normal one more and then the enhanced one less, even though it could make sense. But based on Journey Together, I think they're probably printing the enhanced box more. That's just a guess based on Journey Together, but I could be wrong. But seemingly people are placing their bets already because it does have price difference between the boxes, and the regular one is going for a little bit more. And like I had said, you can buy these cheaper on eBay. You can buy them reputably from reputable sellers, and it's not a scam or anything. These are reputable people. First Football Pete, you can see for $260. So you're saving about $40 per booster box if you buy in case quantity. 40 times 6, you're saving $240 on a case. Now I don't know if they sell ship in sealed cases if you buy 6. I haven't done that with these sellers. This seller bought from them before. I remember I did buy a quantity of 6 and they shipped it, I think in a sealed case, I believe. But they were selling for the exact same price, and you can actually put in a best offer if you want to maybe offer $255 for a booster box and maybe get a case quantity. Could be an option if you want to do that. But yeah, there are a couple places where you can save a bit of money, and they are reputable on eBay. Now, talking about the main point of this video, should investors be buying at this price point? Should they be buying at $300 for an enhanced booster box? Should they be buying at $323 for a non-enhanced booster box? Well, here's my answer for you. I can't predict the future, but here's what I'm going to ask you. If you were to think about, should I buy this? Here's the questions I would ask you for you to make that decision. Where do you see this realistically going? You have to remember, I'll say this every single time I talk about Mega Evolution. This is a base set. You got to really remember that. I know some people don't understand why does that matter. If you look at Sword and Shield base, you look at Scarlet and Violet base, even go back to Sun and Moon base sets are usually never the best sets that come out in an era. I don't think there's ever really been a time where in modern history a base set has been the best set. Even you can go back to XY, Black and White. The base set was never the best set in the era. It just never was. And that's like 5 eras of evidence of that. So using that with Mega Evolution, and we know there's a Charizard Gengar set coming right after it, you have to remember this huge thing, which is why I tell you guys, I'm not buying at this price point. It's a base set. And also, not only is it a base set, and based on history, you're usually not the best sets in the era. You also got to remember, at least from what I've seen in previous history, base sets usually have better pull rates. Now, maybe this is an anomaly. Maybe the pull rates are just as hard. Maybe SARs are still 1 out of 80 to 90 packs, because that's seemingly what things are in the Scarlet Violet era. I'm pretty sure Destiny Rivals is 1 out of 80 something packs. I could be wrong, right? But based on history, base set pull rates have been easier. If you guys look at early Scarlet and Violet, pull rates were much easier. Scarlet and Violet base was much easier. Even Obsidian was easy. Paldea was, I think, pretty easy as well. I think it really changed with like Paradox or one of those sets. But if pull rates are easy with this base set and the trend continues, card prices will not be as expensive. And if card prices are not expensive, what's going to happen to box price? They're going to fall. I'm not saying that this is 100% going to happen, but I'm saying this based on what I've seen previously with base sets, right? So knowing that now this is a base set, and like I've mentioned all the things with base sets, realistically, if you're buying at this price point, where do you see this going? Do you think this is the cheapest price you're ever going to find this base set booster box at? Because it will get reprint. Obviously, we talk about reprints and everything now, and no reprint has seemingly been really enough for anything to really drop in price a lot. But where do you realistically, if you want to buy this on pre-order right now, and you're buying it at $300 a booster box, where do you actually see this base set Mega Evolution box going? Do you see it going to $400, $500, $600? In my mind, I don't see that happening. And that's why, personally with me, I'm not buying it. I've told you guys, for me, my price point was like $200 or under, because truly, I'm not paying this much for a base set. I'd rather skip the base set entirely, because I've previously stated, I've never bought a base set booster box, because like I said with base sets, they're usually not the best set, so why would I buy it? Especially at this price point. It's not like we're talking about $100 base set booster box. Obviously then, I would say then, yeah, you can buy a base set booster box. But we're talking about $300 here. It's more expensive than Destiny Rivals out the gate. It's more expensive than any booster box out the gate we've ever seen. And it's a base set. To me, just my opinion, I don't think $300 for this booster box is a good buy. I could be wrong in the near future. This maybe goes to $400. If it goes to $400, you could possibly flip it, make a tiny chunk of change. It's possible, but where I see this set being, and based on past history with base sets, and seeing Deaths and Rivals, it was at 240, 250, and then now it's at like 320, 330. I don't think buying this base set booster box is extremely smart at this time. Now, like I said, you can make your own decision on whether you think this is a good buy right now or not, but truly, I think more than now, because it was at one point $230. Maybe then it wasn't a terrible buy, you could argue, right? Because we have seen, like Deaths and Rivals at 330, so possibly with all the hype, maybe it goes to the same levels, then buying at 230 would be a good idea, right? So that was probably more of an arguable price point to talk about. And I even said it myself. I was willing to pay maybe $200 or under for a booster box. $230 in the grand scheme of things isn't much more. So I would say that was not a terrible buy if you bought it at that point. But now at 300, we are getting to the point of like, where is the growth at $300 for this booster box? It just doesn't seem that big to me. So that's all I want to talk about here. It's more of a, I guess, question you have to ask yourself to really decide, should you be buying this? But I would say generally, just it doesn't seem that smart to be investing at this price point. Really, honestly, for any booster box, and if I was going to pay this price for a booster box, I don't know if I'd go with a base set, but that's just my opinion. So that's all I want to say in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys are buying this at this price point, because I surely am not. So I'm probably going to be skipping out on the set, seemingly. We'll see how prices go and if there's any deals I can find, but it's just deals are not really existent. I guess I showed you guys the eBay ones, but getting these at the price point I want to buy at, it just is probably going to be impossible. So that's all I want to talk about here. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.